Hi guys, so here's my presentation on Module 3, Debrief on the Outsourced film. So I decided to go with option 3, compare and contrast US and Indian language use. So first, some 5 instances of US slang, jargon, and idioms. First one is eraser. In a call with a customer, one of the staff members calls an eraser a rubber, and Todd has to explain that the rubber is another word for condom. He also talks about small talk and how they should engage in small talk with clients. They obviously don't know what that means, so he means it's like talking about the weather, asking how are you doing. Also at the beginning, Todd explains like his job and how he talks about kitsch and tells him that's basically garbage that rednecks buy. And so he also has to explain that a redneck is basically a farmer. And at the very end of the film, when Perot is heading off to his new job, he tells him to break a leg. And of course, Perot's very concerned, and he has to tell him that means good luck. 5 instances of Indian slang. During Holi, Todd thinks that Perot said holy, like Holy Bible, that sort of thing, and so he has to explain that Holi is the festival of colors and how it's a holiday and that sort of thing. After that, they engage in all the fun activities. While collecting their shimmy on the island, Asha and Todd come across a temple that has a lingam. Asha has to explain that is an object that symbolizes the god of Shiva and kind of represents the male parts. Kind of in that same area, she tells Todd that about a holiday in Goa, which is a phrase that she and her friends use to describe their relationship, like specifically her relationship with Todd, because they have to keep a secret after her friend told her parents that she was going on a holiday in Goa, when in reality she was hanging out with a man. Another one is during his first day in India, Todd eats with his left hand, which is wrong. He also eats straight out of the bowl, but he is told that is dirty, and it's kind of like implied eventually that's dirty because that is the hand that people use when they go to the bathroom, and so you always have to eat with your right hand. And then also towards the end of the movie, Asha explains to Todd that Bindi is someone's third eye, as it helps them understand more and opens them up to more. Some differences in language that can make business communication challenging is lack of shared language. Obviously, in the movie, Todd speaks English, the others speak like Hindu or something, and they do not understand each other. In addition, there's a lot of possibilities of misinterpretation and misunderstanding. This can really happen with like complications of slang, jargon, tone. Like there's a lot of different tones and specifics that one country or language might use that isn't technically easy to learn or textbook. There's also a lot of cultural references and context behind communication that, like Hinduism, Buddhism, and other things are common in India that are not common in the United States. Also, formality and gender. Some languages have very specific rules when it comes to formality to your elders or people above you, and also the gender, and also complicated business terminology. So some strategies that Todd used to overcome these challenges. At first, he was really struggling with accepting that he was stuck in India, and he decided to overcome those challenges by learning more about the Indian culture and the land and everything that he was surrounded in, and once he accepted that, things became a lot easier. When describing certain phrases or things to his staff, he would include examples. For instance, he gave them certain phrases to use for small talk, like talking about the weather, or how are you, stuff like that. And finally, he would have his staff practice certain phrases and accents to make it easier for customers to understand, and I think that was a big help. Overall, he did really well, and he overcame everything. Thank you.